Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about interference of light. Interference of light. Already we have discussed the intensity is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. By using the amplitude, we can discuss the interference and the intensity of the light. Before discussing that one, we have to take the two wave equations. The y1 is equals to a1 sin omega t and y2 is equals to a2 sin omega t plus phi. These are the two waves. The two waves, first wave of frequency omega, second wave of angular frequency also omega. If we discuss the phase difference, these two waves of phase difference is phi only. This condition is satisfied. Now, if you want to superimpose, what we have to take? When the light waves of when the two light waves of same frequency and zero initial phase constant or constant phase difference superimposed to each other, then the resultant amplitude or the resultant intensity in the region of superposition is different from the individual waves. Okay? Then after superimposed to each other, some point intensity is maximum, some point is intensity is minimum. Then according to that, we can discuss the types of interference. Before discussing this one, we have to take the superposition. What is a superposition? Y equals to, we can write it y1 plus y. Already we have discussed this one. Then y equals to what we can write? A net sin omega plus alpha. This is the equation. In this equation, A net equals to, we know that A net is a amplitude, then we can write it A1 square plus A2 square plus 2 A1 A2 cos phi. Here we can write it is A square. This is the intensity formula we got it. Sorry, amplitude formula we got it. The amplitude is A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos phi. But we know that here, but the intensity is square of the directly proportional to square of the amplitude. Now if I take here the I is equals to, I can write it K into A square. Whenever the I equals to K into A square, K is a proportional constant. Now in this equation, if I want to take the I, this equation multiplied on both sides with K. That time we can get it K A net square plus K A1 square plus K A2 square plus this K I am writing root 2. That time 2 root K A1 root K A2 cos phi. This equation K I net I can write it. It is a K A square. We can write it I net. Then this value I can write it I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 cos phi. This is a net intensity formula. This is a net intensity. The net intensity is equals to I net is equals to I1 plus I2 plus 2 I1 2 root I1 I2 cos phi. In this 2 root I1 I2 we can write it this value we can write it interference factor. Interference factor. Sometimes find the interference factor means 2 root I1 I2. 2 root I1 I2 is called interference factor. That interference factor is this total value we can say interference factor. This is the formula for intensity. Intensity is equals to I net is equals to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 cos phi. If you want here, this is intensity we got it already. Whenever these two waves are superimposed to each other, in that time, some point, whenever the two waves are superimposed and moving in the same direction, some point having the maximum intensity, some points having the minimum intensity. According to this, we can take the types of interference. We can write it according to this. Types of interference. Here the types of interference we are taking the two types according to maximum intensity and minimum intensity. The first one we are discussing constructive interference. First one we can say constructive interference. This constructive interference we can discuss in 5 ways. 5 ways. First one according to maximum intensity and the minimum. According to maximum. Already I told you at the point intensity is maximum. That point we can say constructive interference. That's why here what we have to say I net should be max. If the I net should be maximum, what we have to take the cos phi value we have to take it. I net is maximum, then cos phi is equals to +1, or we can write this is a phase difference, delta phi is equals to 0 degree. Whenever the cos phi value is +1 or delta phi is equals to 0, then what we can write cos 0. Cos value is 1. If we substitute there, the I net value, I net is I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2. This value I can write it, if the I net is a maximum, that's why I am writing here it is a max, then this value I can write it I1 plus root I2 whole square. This is the formula for maximum intensity. This is the first one we are discussing. First point. This is the first point we can write it according to maximum intensity. The second point also we can discuss it. That second point in terms of amplitude. Here what we have to take A net also maximum. If you want to take A net also maximum, A1 square plus A2 square plus 2 A1 A2 cos phi. Here also what we have to take the cos phi is equals to +1 or delta phi, the phi, this is the phase difference, value is 0 degree. Whenever the cos phi value is 1, otherwise theta value is 0, then we can write it above equation A net square is equals to A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A. Yeah, the A net is nothing but maximum. Now we can write it A square maximum is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Then we can this value we can write a1 plus a2 whole square. The square will be get cancelled. Then a max is equals to a1 plus a2. This is a maximum amplitude. The formula for maximum amplitude. In this, the value also we can write it according to base. We have a1 and a2. How we can write it? For example, this is the y1. This value is like now. This is the a1 plus a1, this is minus a1. Now superimpose to another equation. This is also moves in a same direction. It is a y2, here a2, this one is minus a. These two ways are superimposed to each other. After we will get one equation, that is y. The y value I am writing like that. This is a y. So after superposition, then this amplitude is a1 plus a, and this amplitude we can write it minus a1 plus a. According to constructive interference, we can discuss according to the amplitude also. The two waves are moving in a same direction with same phase superimposed to each other. Then amplitude is maximum. The maximum amplitude will give the constructive interference. This is the two things we have discussed. Another one we can discuss, it is in third way also. The third way is path difference. Third way you can say phase difference delta phi. Delta phi is equals to E1 multiple of phi. If you want to take a constructive interference, delta phi, the phase difference is E1 multiple of phi, then we can get it. It is a constructive interference. Then here in this case, n is equals to, we can write it 1, 2, 0, 1, 2 and so on. If I take the n equals to 1, the path phase difference is where it will be, when it will give the constructive interference. If I put the 0, then the time 0. If I put the 1, 2 pi. If I put the 2, 4 pi, 6 pi and so on. In this point, the interference intensity is constructive interference. Then that will give the bright fringes after we will discuss it. Then fourth one we can discuss, it is according to path difference. Path difference is delta x. Again delta x is equals to E1 multiple of lambda by 2. The delta x according to path difference, the constructive interference we can discuss it E1 multiple of lambda by 2. Then here n is equals to, we can write it 0, 1, 2 and so on. If I take the path difference n equals to 0, that time what will happen? This should be 0, n is equals to 1, means it is a lambda, n is equals to 2, 4 and what will happen? 2 lambda and n equals to 6 and 3 lambda, so on. At this path difference is 0, lambda, 2 lambda and 3 lambda, so on. That point we will get the constructive interference. The third, fourth, fifth point we can discuss, it is a time difference. The time difference is equals to E1 multiple of E by 2. It is a time difference. In this time difference also, n value we have to take always the constructive interference we have to start from the 0 and n is equals to 0, 1, 2, so on. The time difference delta t is equals to 0, t, 2t, here 1, t will come, is 4, 2t, 3t and so on. At this time we will get the interference is maximum. That value we can write it is a constructive interference. If I take this value also, we can substitute take it lambda 2 also we cancel. That the equation also finally we can write it the delta t is equals to n into t. N is equals to 0, 1, 2. We can substitute it again also we will get it. Here also we can write it this value delta x is equals to n lambda. This also we can find out path derivative. This formula only we can use in whenever we started the Young's double slit experiment. We can find out lambda is equals to n, delta x equals to n lambda. Okay, this is the 5 things for the constructive interference. Now we will discuss the destructive interference. Now copy down. Now we are going to discuss about the destructive interference. This destructive interference also we can discuss in 5 ways. That is, first one, destructive interference means the first point we have to discuss. I net is minimum. If you want to take the I net is minimum, what we have to take? Here the cos phi is equals to -1 or the phase difference is equals to 180 degree. Whenever if you substitute this one, again the equation what will happen? I net we can write it I net is equals to I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 cos 180 is a -1. Then I net become minimum. Then I am writing I net is a minimum. Then what will happen here? I1 plus I2 plus into minus 2 root I1. Then here directly we can write it I1 minus root I2 whole square. This is a formula for I minimum. Whenever if you want to find the minimum intensity, we have to use this formula, root I1 minus root I2. The second also we can discuss, it is in terms of amplitude. This amplitude also what will happen? A net is again it is also minimum. A net also minimum means again we have to use the same formula, cos phi is equals to -1 or delta phi is equals to 180 degree. In the time A net square is equals to A1 square plus A2 square minus directly I am writing minus 2A1 A2. But A1 A2, then here A net is nothing but minimum. A square minimum is equals to A1 minus A2 whole square. Square get cancelled. A minimum is equals to A1 minus A. This is the formula for minimum amplitude. At this amplitude, we will get the destructive interference. Now, if value this value, if we want to discuss the wave equation, how it will be, then this is the y1. The y1 is like that. This amplitude is a1 and this amplitude is minus a1, plus the y2 second equation is there. The second equation, it is in opposite in phase. This is a minus a2 plus a2. These two waves are superimposed to each other. It will get a new wave. The new wave I am taking like. Now this amplitude, you can write it minus a1 minus a2. This one plus a1 minus a. This is the wave. This equation you can write a superimposed equation. In this condition, what will happen? Whenever the intensity, the two waves are moving in a same direction but opposite in phase. Whenever superimposed to each other, the minimum intensity is minimum. That minimum intensity will get the constructive interference. Otherwise, we can take whenever these two waves are superimposed to each other, the amplitude is minimum. Then the point, the interference is called destructive interference. Again, this value we can discuss in another way. That is third point according to phase difference. Here phase difference we have to take odd multiple of pi. Here we have to take the phase difference here. Constructive interference, what happened? It is an even multiple. Now we have to take odd multiple of 5. Then n value we have to take it. Then n value starts from 1, 2 and so on. If I substitute n value 1, what will happen? Delta phi is equals to n equals to 1. That value is pi. That only I have taken that. The pi, if I substitute the 2, the 4, 3 pi, 5 pi and so on. Whenever the phase difference is the pi, 3 pi, 4, 5 pi and so on, that point we will get the interference is distant. Now the fourth point we can discuss in terms of path difference, that is delta x is equals to, the delta x equals again odd multiple of lambda by 2. Odd multiple of lambda by 2, then it will give the destructive interference. Okay. Now n value again we can take it. This n value is, we have to take 1, 2, 3 and so on. In this condition, the path difference n value we have to substitute 1, means what will happen here? N equals 1 means lambda by 2. If I substitute n equals to 4, 3 lambda by 2, n equals to 3, 5 lambda by 2 and so on. At this path, the path difference is lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2 or 5 lambda by 2 and so on. Means what will happen here? Odd number we will get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 like that. Whenever we are discussing the path, we will get the path difference of lambda by 2, 3 lambda by like that. That path difference will give the destructive interference. Now the fifth one we can take it, that is time difference. The time difference is equals to again odd multiple of t by 2. Odd multiple of t by 2, it will, whenever if you follow this condition, again it will give the destructive interference. N value 1, 2, 3 and so on. then delta t. The time difference is equal to what will happen? Here 1 if you substitute the 1, 2 minus means again the same value we will get t by 2, 3t by 2, 5t by 2 and so on. Whenever the time difference is following this condition, again that value will give a destructive interference. These are the five ways we can explain the constructive interference and destructive interference. This is very important to solve the all sums and to understand the remaining concepts also. Then after we can take it special cases. These special cases we have to use these cases are useful for JEE and NEET examination point of view. These special cases we can useful or by using these special cases we can solve the sums very easy pattern. Then just principle special cases the first one. The interference of light obeys the law of conservation of energy. This interference of light means complete interference is obeys it is the law of conservation of energy. The second point we can discuss here, that one we can take if you want to find average intensity. Here we are finding the maximum intensity, minimum intensity. Sometimes they will ask find the average intensity of the two waves. If they will give the in terms of max, sometimes they will give maximum intensity and minimum intensity. That time you have to use this formula. If the intensity maximum minimum intensity is not given, that time we can use I average is equals to I1 plus I2 in terms of intensity. Otherwise we can take in terms of amplitude plus A2 square. By using these formulas, we can find out average intensity. This is the two formulas we have discussed. The first formula is according whenever they given the maximum intensity and minimum intensity, substituting this maximum and minimum intensity, we can find out the average intensity. Instead of maximum and minimum, they are giving the initial individual first intensity and second intensity. Otherwise, first amplitude and second amplitude they will give. Then also we can, by using this formula also we can find out. If they are giving the maximum value, either individual intensities, then we can find out the average intensity. The second point is the intensity is directly proportional to omega. Omega means fringe width. The otherwise we can say slit width. Sorry, I is directly proportional to omega. Omega means slit width, and also we can this value also we can write it A square. Already we know that known one. In this condition, what we can write here? If I write I1 is equals to omega 1, then I2 is equals to omega 2. Like that, if I take the I maximum, in this condition, these values we can write it I value and I2, and intensity also here, amplitude also given. That time also we can find out this values. Then here the fourth point, the maximum intensity. Here, maximum intensity, what we can write it? The value is in terms of individual omega 1 I1 plus I2 whole square. This is in terms of intensity. Already I is directly proportional to slit width. Slit width also we can write it this value omega 1 plus omega 2 whole square. Okay, and the minimum if I write it I minimum this value we can write it root I1 minus root I2 whole square. This value also we can write it in terms of slit width, omega 1 minus omega 2 whole square. Okay, it is a given minimum and maximum values. For example, if I take this ratios, that time how we have to write it? Therefore, I max upon I minimum. Here what we have to, if I write in terms of I1 plus I2 whole square upon I1 minus root I2 whole square. Then we can write it split width also. Then in terms of split width, omega 1 plus omega 2 whole square upon omega 1 minus omega 2 whole square. This is the ratio we get final. First one is intensity is directly proportional to slit width. This we can say slit width and this we can say amplitude. Here maximum value, what is that? This is the maximum value in terms of individual intensities and individual slit widths. And this value is minimum in terms of individual intensities and individual intensities or individual slit width. Then this value is the maximum value. We can write it like that. Here this value also, by using this one we can modify. For example, they are giving in sums they will give intensity of the ratio of intensities. The ratio of intensity means I1 I2 ratio they will give. That time if you use this formula we can modify it. That modification, here I am writing I1 upon I2 is equals to n upon 1. They are giving like that. That time whenever they are giving the ratio like that, here what we have to do is I2 you take the common in this equation. That equation we can write it I max is equals to, take the common I2, the time we can write it I1 upon root I1 upon I2 plus 1 whole square upon root I1 minus I1 upon I2 minus 1 whole square. Here this value what we can write, n I am writing. Then finally I maximum I mean. If I write this value, how we can write it? This is a root n plus 1 whole square upon root n minus 1 whole square. This is a very important whenever if the value is given in terms of ratio. Whenever the value is given in terms of ratio, then directly we can use root n. N value is I1 upon I2, n maximum, root n plus 1 whole square, minimum is root n minus 1, root n minus 1 whole square. The n value is nothing but I1 upon I2. If you use this value, by using simple method, we can find out the value. Now the copy done, you will continue the remaining things. Now, I1, the ratio is given I1 upon I2 equals to n upon 1. The time maximum and minimum value, how we can write it? If you want to take maximum value in terms of I1, what is the value? Here I1 plus root I2 given. The root I1 I2 means given the value by I1 upon I2. If you take the common I2, that time what will happen here? If you take the common I2 root p square, what will happen? Root I2 taken the common, the time if I take the root I2 take the common I2, that time what will happen? Here that value we can write it root 2 under root I1 upon I2 plus 1 whole square. Okay, then here in this time this is the I maximum we got it. Then if I take similarly I minimum also, what will happen? Root I2 I am taking the common, that time root I1 upon I2 minus 1 whole square. If I take the ratio of these two, I max upon I minimum is equals to these two will cancel. The time of what we have to write it? The root I1 upon I2 plus 1 whole square upon the root I1 upon I2 minus 1 whole square. The I1 upon I2 value, what is that? N upon 1 means n we can write it here I maximum upon I minimum, we can write it root n1 plus 1 whole square upon the root n minus 1 whole square. The same way we can use in width also, we can write W1 W width, they will give the width also, that time also we can use same formula I maximum. If you want to find the I values are given in terms of ratio. To find the maximum intensity and minimum intensity, we have to use root n plus 1 whole square upon minimum intensity root n minus n1 whole square. N is nothing but this value is n, we should remember this one. I1 upon I2 is equals to n upon 1 means ratio they will give, according to that ratio we have to write it. Now here if the second condition, what will happen? Sometimes they will give here minimum intensity is given. If sometimes they will give ratio of I maximum and I minimum is equals to n upon 1 means n, they will give like that ratio they will give. According to that time also, to find the individual intensities. Individual intensities also same formula we can use it. That value is to find I1 upon I2 is equals to, the formula is under root I max upon I minimum plus 1 whole square upon under root I max upon I minimum minus 1 whole square. This value also we can write it here to find the individual intensities. I1 upon I2 is equals to, again we can use root n plus 1 whole square and root n minus 1 whole square. To find the maximum individual intensity is given in terms of ratio. To find the maximum, we have to use this formula. The same formula for the maximum intensity is given in terms of ratio to find the individual intensities, then also we can use this formula. You should remember n is nothing but maximum value, maximum and minimum value n upon 1. N is a ratio. The ratio whatever they are given, according to that we have to find out. Then fourth one we have to discuss. That fourth one is fringe visibility. Fringe visibility. What is the meaning of fringe visibility? Mean this fringe visibility. What is the fringe visibility? What is the fringe and what is the fringe visibility? Where we can use, we can find this value. We can discuss in further. Before that only, fringe visibility means it is represented by V. V is equals to the ratio. We can write it I maximum minus I minimum upon I maximum plus I minimum. This is the ratio for fringe visibility. Then this fringe visibility, if you substitute the values I maximum and I minimum, I maximum and I minimum, if you substitute the I maximum value, what will happen? Here root directly if you substitute the I maximum means I1 plus I2 plus I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 value we will get. Minus value means I1 minus minus we cancel. The directly what we can write here, root I1 sorry 2 to the 4 root I1 we will get. Then minus maximum and plus maximum value what will happen, I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2 and plus minimum value. Minimum value what will happen, I1 plus I2 plus minus 2 root I1 I2 plus root minus root we cancel. The remaining term we can write 2 I1 plus I2. It will be cancelled. The fringe visibility, the V equals to, it is represented by V. V is equals to I max and I minimum upon I max plus I minimum is equals to, what is the formula? Directly we can write it, the 2 under root I1 I2 upon I1 plus I2. It is a very important one. Sum will come, the standard sum in JE based on this fringe visibility. They are asking the fringe visibility, otherwise they will give this one and show that some value they will give, show that the value they will ask. Based on this one JE question will come. Then fifth one we can discuss it. Fifth one what we have to take, for example I1 is equals to I2. That value I am writing I1. I1 is equals to I2, or directly we can write it amplitude also A1 and A2 is equals to A0. Okay. If I use this condition, we have to discuss in terms of the intensity, in terms of amplitude. First I am taking the intensity. What is the net intensity formula? Net intensity is, I can if I write the value I1 plus I2 plus 2 root I1 I2. This is the intensity formula, I1 I2 cos phi. If I take I1 I2 value, that one what will happen? Here I1 become I1 means 2 I0 plus 2 I1 means I1 will become. Then we can write it as 2 I0 plus 2 I0 cos phi. In this, if I take a common, I net is equals to 2 I0 taking the common, that phi. After that it become 1 plus cos phi. 1 plus cos phi we can write by using the trigonometry. then we can write it 2 I naught 2 cos square theta by 2. Then here I net value we can write it 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. This is a I net whenever the two intensities are equal. Whenever the two intensities are equal, then we can write 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. If this same value if you substitute, if you take in terms of amplitude also what will happen? If I take in terms of amplitude here, let A1 is equals to A2 is equals to A0. A1 is equals to A2 equals to A0. That time I maximum, I minimum, everything we can discuss. Here, if you want to write it again same value also we will get. Here, if these two equations are equal, that time we can find out the maximum and minimum values. Here, first one I am taking what is the I maximum value. If I take the I maximum, what is the formula I maximum? Root I1 plus root I2 whole square. I1, I2 value, if I substitute, that time what will happen? I0 plus root I0 whole square. This value completely what will happen? 4 I0. Whenever we have take the maximum value, if I substitute I1 and I2, here also we can write